What's up, guys? How's it going? It is RobFuz here. Hope you're doing good. It's been a while. I apologize. So, how's everyone doing out there? Hope everyone's doing good. I don't know what to tell you. It's not a great day. September 11th, definitely not a great day. Definitely not a great day to stream. Let's see. Oh, I thought I got my notification that it was live, but I'd be honest with you. I don't know if I was going to go live today. I decided to do it last minute. I just invited a bunch of people. If they want to come on, you guys are more than welcome to come on. I see Resort TV 1 is going live 4 o'clock too. It's always tough when the mighty Resort TV 1 goes live. So, but it's cool though. It's my time slot. It's Friday. So I wanted to come on. Dean, Dreamers Empire. Dean, I sent you a message. So it's a tough day to remember. I hear you, Dean. So I did invite Dean to come. So I don't know if you can make it today, but the invite is there, Dean, if you want to come in. Pepper Tree Villa, I invited you guys too. I don't know if you guys can make it or not. So I don't even know how long I'm going to stream for. Adam's busy. Dan's busy. The guys are busy. So I hope hopefully they could come in and say hi. If you want to come in, let me know. Join the bit, Doug and I. Okay, it's cool. I see Arnie just sent me a message. All good. Hope everyone's doing good. It's just a somber day. Like, I'll be honest with you, I didn't even, maybe the first, hey, Sam, what's going on? Samantha Lowe's in the house. Dreamers Empire. Dean from the live place. My man, Pepper Tree Villa. Guys, do me a favor, right up front. Just wanted to thank my amazing sponsors. I'm going to put them right down in the link here. The Philly crew, they just got back from Disney. I'm going to have them on too one of these days, very soon. I want to see all the cool stuff they got. Ron and Meredith are incredible. They have a great channel. Go check those guys out. They like to shop too, which I like. So they like to collect. They have a great background, all their stuff. It's amazing stuff. You're in a new location. Yeah, I've been, since the wife's been working from home. She's been in my office, and it's our office. Technically, we kind of back to back. So I come up here. She's been down there. So, Brandon, what's up, buddy? Hope you're doing good. Fantastic Gears. He has a channel now. So he's been streaming. Go check him out. The link's down below there. And my other amazing sponsor channel, D&G Explorers. Oh, I'm sorry. The Philly crew, they go live every Thursday, 9 o'clock. And my amazing other sponsor channel, D&G Explorers, they go live every Wednesday at 8 o'clock. I think they just did Disney. They had Amy on. And they do cruising. They do all kind of stuff. So go check those guys out. They're a lot of fun. So, and of course, I have memberships. If you guys want to join my channel, go check out. I'll go to my main page, hit the join button. I'm posting all my members right there in the chat. Thank you guys so much for believing in me, supporting my channel. I appreciate you guys so much. And I think that's everyone here. We got our first guest. Here. Arnie, what's going on, brother?
How you doing?
Good, man. How's it going over there?
Well,
how's the fires and everything? I keep hearing
fires are all around us. They're mostly contained around our immediate area, but the whole West Coast is millions of acres burned. But the smoke is bad. Right now, our air quality is hazardous. We had it's called an AQI, the Air Quality Index, and we have a range of 0 to 50 that is great. That's a good range. 51 to 100 is called moderate, and it just escalates from there. We have somewhere around 200 today, so it's really hazardous.
Wow, that's crazy.
And the smell is bad, and I'm a little. You can tell my voice is a little raspy.
Yeah,
that's just from the smoke. But
Doug's
going through the same thing too. He's working next to me right now.
Well, maybe it's a good thing you guys have to wear masks.
I can't see you.
Hey, Doug. How's it going, brother? Hold on a second. Tell him to pop his head back. There we go.
Pop your head back in.
Pepper Tree Villa. How you doing, buddy? Good to see you, Doug. How you doing?
He can't hear you.
Oh,
I've got my
headphones on.
Oh, my God. All good.
Here, tell you what. I'll take the sound off and beep. There we go.
Beep, beep. No, we are so close that we actually have
some light here too.
Our computers together, so when we're working, we literally are working butt cheek to butt cheek.
That is awesome. So
it's like, it works for us.
I hear you. Well, that's good. Well, hang in there, guys. I know it's rough with the fires and everything. So
yeah,
it's like a triple. It's a triple bad day. COVID. And then we got 9/11, and we got the fires for you guys. So hang in there, guys.
I was telling his sister last night, it's just I haven't physically saw my parents and my brother since the memorial service a year ago.
Wow.
There's this pandemic.
Yeah.
We were having massive heat waves. I haven't breathed fresh, pure air in exactly a month. So you get to that point where every little layer just kind of gets onto you and you just feel heavy, a little anxious. And it's just, I mean, I'm not trying to whine and, do it, but I'm just with everybody. This is one of those things as if it's not one thing, it's another. And it's just, it's getting to a lot of us.
It's been rough.
I mean, therapists are having a field day out here because we're all going cuckoo, cuckoo. So, I'm kind of, and plus we don't go out. We haven't eaten in a restaurant in exactly 6 months. It will be on Monday. I haven't physically ate in a restaurant in our county. We went one time in Napa, but that was kind of like a fluke thing. But,
yeah, because I think it's closed since then.
But we can't really go out and do anything. There's nothing open.
Yeah.
So how are you doing, Rob?
I'm good. Hanging in there. It's I'm gonna get to everything. Hold on a sec. We have another guest. My man. Disney. What's going on there? What's going on? You look like the dark shadow. I don't know.
It's not as cold as you might think. I'm just doing it as a lot. Oh, Doug, that's nice.
I didn't even see what he
Hi.
did. Hi, Dan. Welcome to the stream.
There we go. That's better.
What did Doug hold up?
He held a thumbs down side of my new look.
Not the thumbs
I
down.
literally. You know what's funny? The looks on your faces when I came on like that were the exact same looks I was seeing on the street today. So I don't know. Hi,
Dan.
Hi,
Dan. Good to see you.
I said bye to family so I can come here and spend time.
Oh, thank you so much.
Here.
I'm gonna see who's in the chat. We got Pepper Tree Villa. Hey, they're right
I
here.
got this the wrong way around. Oh no, it's not.
We got Dreamers Empire. We got Samantha Love. She is awesome. We got Caitlin Naked Blue. What's up? Phantasmic Ears. I think Brandon's going to come join us too. So he'll be in here soon. Hassan, my man. What's going on? My member. What's going on? Thank you so much for being a member. Meredith the Philly. What's up, Meredith? Welcome home. Welcome back.
Meredith,
Alex, I'm sure she wants to be back in Disney. So, Alex the filmmaker. What's up, Ruth? How's it going? Who else is here? We got Captain Akron, one of my members. Thank you so much for being
Captain.
I appreciate it. So
I'm going to do that from now on. Every time Captain Akron comes in the street, I'm just going to go Captain.
I say Captain, my Captain. That's what I say. So when I say
Captain, my Captain. Yes.
Captain, my Captain. Brandon, what's going on? Oh, by the way, look at this new feature. Look, you could switch people around now. Did you see that, guys?
Oh.
You could switch people around. That's cool. So,
Oh.
because for some reason I was in Google and they literally signed me out of everything. So I had to sign back into everything this week, which is really annoying the last 3 days. And I once I signed in, they gave me that tip. So did you see that, Dan? That's pretty cool. You could switch it around.
No, I had no idea.
Put you on the bottom. So
That's really cool.
yeah, so you guys know in what's it called, StreamYard, you could do that.
I like it. I like it. It's very snazzy.
I can't hear you, Brandon. I can't hear Brandon.
Brandon, you're not saying anything.
We may be saying something, but
sound comes out of your voice.
There
we go.
Oh, he's on mute. His brother.
His brother.
I'm going to kick him out of his brother's here.
His brother's going to start turning off his computer.
When his brother goes away, give me a thumbs up when your brother's out of there. So.
Oh,
he's gone.
Brace yourself. Brace yourself.
So, what's up, everybody?
How's it going, Brandon? I thought you were working today, Brandon. Didn't even bother.
I actually got up. I actually just got home like an hour ago.
Oh, okay, cool. I should have sorry about that. Brandon's always like, well, he's home for his. How's your thumb doing, by the way?
It's good. I'm still doing physical therapy and stuff. So yeah,
better than that. For that. So you got to be on the stream a lot. So I didn't. I can't be on the stream anymore. I got to go back to work though. So
it was great. So yeah. So what's going on, guys?
Nothing. I love the topics here. This is going to be our topic when we start talking. He wants to know if we watched Cobra Kai.
I have not.
I've been meaning to.
Nope.
So, I think Dan hasn't either. Well, no one's seen it, but it's on my list. Now it's on Netflix. So
I need to watch the Karate Kid first.
I hear you. So let me go around the horn too. Dan, talk about your channel, Disney Dan.
Hi.
How many away from 2,000 subscribers are you, by the way?
Oh, how many away from 2,000 am I? I am. Let's have a look. Get the app open.
It was like 83 or something. 86.
I am 87 away.
Oh, 87. Okay, you might have
I
lost
am
one.
87 away. No. I know that this is the highest I've ever had, which is pretty cool. I'm pretty happy with that. So nearly at 2,000, which it's been a long time coming, but I'm glad that we're nearly there. So if you haven't yet subscribed, please subscribe. I posted a new video this week.
Good.
I posted a new video. We had a wild time at Disney's Animal Kingdom where you would hear me scream a lot on Expedition Everest and Dinosaur. And yeah, I'm trying a new vlogging style and trying to like add some funky music and just make it a little bit more professional. And I hope you guys are enjoying it. It's been a lot of fun. And I've got 2 videos recorded and I need to edit. One is my Disney pin collection, and one which I think, Arnie, you're like my Disney library collection.
Oh yeah, absolutely. But
So-
Dan, isn't screaming almost like a perpetual state sometimes?
Oh, it's always I always scream. I scream at everything.
With Dan, if he's not screaming, something's wrong.
I know. Whether it's screaming in terror or screaming in happiness. And then Disney Fiasco tomorrow, episode 106. It'll be our top water attractions, which will be pretty cool. And then Sunday is our Disney
That's a
movie
great topic, by the
review.
way. Very
Sorry?
good topic. It's a great topic. I really like that.
Yeah, so we're gonna be doing that, and then Disney movie review on Sunday 6 p.m. We're gonna be reviewing The Lion King. So every week we choose a random movie out the box.
remake or the original?
We're doing both.
Okay.
We are doing both.
Isn't it the same film?
Isn't it the same film? Not. It's
Don't go.
the live action film is a mere mucus of the original. A mere, I don't know. Look, the original is the original. It is like I would put it in the Mount Rushmore of Disney animation, and the live action is like a little pebble next to Mount Rushmore. That's how I see it.
I personally think in the pantheon of Disney animation, Lion King really is at the top, within the top 5 films that they've done. Not just because it's a great story, but because of the significance of it at its time.
Right. The original, you're saying?
Yeah.
Yes, the original from '94.
And you know what's great about that film as well, because it came out in 1994. It was the same year as another person was born who's that's me. That's why it's that good, because it came out in the same year as me. So though I wasn't shown to millions and millions of people, but it was the same year as me. So yeah, I grew up with the film literally. So yeah.
Very nice.
I don't know why I said that, but yeah.
So I interrupted though. So okay, so Disney Fiasco, that is
106.
That's 106, and the film review is Sunday, right? Correct.
Yeah.
So very nice, very good. So definitely check out.
Pretty much
Disney.
it. So live streams and vlogs and
and of course Pepper Tree Villa. Let's talk about Pepper Tree Villa.
What would you like to know?
I want to know all about you guys and why people out there should subscribe to your channel. So,
well, I think they should subscribe to us. Period. What we are a channel that has many facets. We enjoy Christmas, food, Disney.
you sure do.
We have television and talking about travel, and of course, we also have our regular vlogs. Like Ben, he has his Life with Ben, where he talks about his boring life supposedly, and
Ben's awesome.
I love that. He's great.
We've been having fun with intros. We have a Frasier intro that we use now.
Saw that.
Yeah.
And we have another one coming up soon for Mary Tyler Moore, and I think you'll like that one too. And then we're going to be experimenting with some intros like that with other shows as well. So, but we have our live stream on Monday nights, PTV Live, where we talk about various things and anything that fits our channel. We will discuss it on Monday nights. This past week, we talked about different foods from Trader Joe's versus the Had a lot of fun with that. We still have a lot of snacks, so if anyone wants to come over, we got plenty of food in the kitchen.
I'm there.
Don't ever. You don't have to invite.
If you could wrap that in like tinfoil and leave it in the freezer, when those fires dissipate, I will be there.
Here's the thing: whenever somebody say, "Hey, there's food here," I'm always there. You know that. Like, if that's an invitation, I mean, that's yeah.
Definitely an invite. And I'm looking for something with pickles too. So
I love how Dan just starts like dry heaving.
Flavored popcorn at Trader Joe's.
yeah, we have a pickle flavored popcorn at Trader Joe's that they have seasonally. So
No, it's there right now.
it's there right now.
Yeah, it's popcorn that's flavored with pickle. It tastes like pickles, but it's popcorn.
We'll have to try that one out.
Trader
for you, Dan.
Joe's, but they had everything. They're too cool for school.
But you know us, we love Trader Joe's.
We don't even get butter on our popcorn.
Boo! Boo!
We get either sweet or savory, and that's it.
Does that?
Oh, that's
That's
about
it. We get sweet or salty, and that's it. There's no variety. There's no like, hey, can I get some butter on my popcorn? They're like, what? Are you crazy?
It's not even available.
What? That's what they do in the movie theater. It's true.
So Pepper Tree Villa every Monday, 10 o'clock. They're awesome. Definitely check those guys out. Anything else, Arnie, you want to add?
Just that we have some fun things coming, so pay attention. If you have not yet subscribed to our channel, please do so. We are at Pepper Tree Villa, and also on our social media, Pepper Tree Villa on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter.
Yes. How many more days till Christmas?
105.
See, and that alone is why you should subscribe to them. So I love those guys. Of course, Brandon, the new streamer over there. What's going on? Phantasmic Gears. You want to talk about your channel a little?
Yeah. I only have 2 streams up right now, and actually like 1 regular video. But
he's getting there.
Yeah, I've been trying to work on getting some content out, getting some live streams. I just haven't had the time really. But I will be starting to do movie reviews, Disney content whenever I think of something to work on with that. But mainly movie reviews. I like talking about movies. I like talking about Disney. I like talking about Star Wars. I like talking about Marvel. Just anything that you guys can think of, nerdy stuff I can talk about. So basically, trying to grow my channel a little bit. I'd love to see you guys there for the journey with me. And Phantasmic Gears.
Very cool. Well, there we go. We got the plugs in. And of course, all my partner channels are all listed below. So what else is going on, guys? So yeah, I'll be honest with you. Usually I do watch the televised event on TV. I didn't watch it this year. I'll be honest with you. I watched a little of it. The bizarre thing is I've actually found out someone else that died in the Twin Tower crash. Well, I don't know them personally, but it's someone I know. Went to high school with them or school with them. I just found out today. I don't know why it took 19 years to find out about that person. And then my one of my best friend's wife, her dad died in the Twin Tower. So it's just 2 people I actually know. But and believe it or not, it's not. I don't even know that many people. I know a couple of people that were. It was weird that night. The Giants were playing, and it actually saved a lot of people's lives because it was a Monday night game. I think it was a Monday night game, and they went late, and a lot of people didn't go into the city. So I know 1 or 2 people, were late and weren't even in their building. So which is kind of creepy. So, and I did find the other day. I know I have some pictures of me in front of the World Trade Center. I was looking for pictures for my wife's birthday montage I was working on, and I found a nice, cool picture of me in front of the World Trade Center. I think it was maybe less than a year when it went down. So I posted that on Instagram. That was a new find. So it's pretty neat. So, and then my video I took when I flew over it. I think it's up to 36,000 views or something. It gets a lot of views done today. So go ahead, Brandon.
Yeah, I'm with you on that one. I like this. I usually watch the stuff too. This year was too hard on me. I'm like, I can't. I literally put a tweet out. I'm like, I need a break from Twitter for the day. So, out of the blue, theme park Bruce is back. Morty, what is up?
What's up, Morty? How you doing, brother?
Hey, Morty.
He's been posting. So, how you doing, buddy?
Wow, welcome back, bud.
It was funny. Brandon the other day said, "Theme park Bruce is back." So I think he started. He had his channel, and then he kind of did the
He did the Morty Mouse thing, and
yeah, and then I think it's Theme Park Brews is back. I do have my T-shirt somewhere too. I can go find it.
It's good to see it though. Like,
so making
it's been a while. Like, it's good to have you back.
Yeah, Walt, I invited you too. I sent you to Twitter. I remember exactly where I was. I'll never forget. Yeah, I'll never forget where I was too. I don't know if you guys want to discuss. I guess we can. I guess we're discussing it already.
Sure.
I was in New Jersey, and it was a nice, clear day. And my parents were actually away; they were on vacation, and I put the TV on, and obviously I saw it, and I saw it live, on the broadcast and everything. And I lived about a half hour from the city, and I think one of the reasons they picked the day was because it was clear. It was not bad weather. It was a perfect day out, and right after it happened. There wasn't a plane in the sky. It was clear out. It was no one was on the highway. I have a busy highway near my house, and it was silent. It was the spookiest thing I ever saw. And maybe 20 minutes after the towers went down, I literally saw a fighter planes just fly by, going to the city, like you could hear it because it was so quiet and everything. And I don't think I could see the smoke from my house. I'm not going to lie. I don't remember, but I probably technically could, but I didn't see the smoke from my house because I was kind of far, but half hour from the city. So, but yeah, it was not a great time. So it wasn't good. So, but never forget 9/11. So got a lot of topics here and everything. 2020 has been,
yeah,
funny.
Balls is an
Kyle's is here. Yeah. Balls. I didn't even know when the world trend was until 9/11. Yeah. Kyle was, we need Motivation Mondays back. I hear you. Motivation Mondays with Morty is somewhat, he always pumps me up in his music and he comes out and everything. Kyle was saying he was in the 9th grade at 9/11. Yeah. I was just about to get married, actually. It was the next year I was getting married. So, it was rough to, just to deal
I was
with
6.
Yeah.
Like, that's crazy. I was 6 years old.
Yeah.
I don't remember where. I don't remember when. I don't remember anything really. I just remember seeing it on TV. I don't, all I remember is seeing. I don't even remember where I was at all. But I remember seeing it on TV, and being a 6-year-old, I didn't really understand. Like I thought I was watching a TV show or a movie. Like I didn't really know, and I was talking. I remember speaking to my parents, and they were in shock, and I realized that this was a real thing, and I didn't really get what was going on until we actually went to New York. I don't know how many years later. It must have been about 5 years later when we went to see, where it happened. I just didn't really get it, obviously, because as a child, you don't really understand what's going on. Social media wasn't a thing back then. It's crazy. And now when, 19 years later and you kind of understand what's going on, it's just, yeah, it's a thing that I wish that I could have, I can't really put it into words. Like, obviously you didn't really understand it as a child, but I wish I did. So that I could be respectful and be sort of praying for the people who had losses to their families or whatever. So, yeah, it's crazy. I don't know.
Well, you said you were not. How old were you when it happened?
I was 6.
6. My son is 10, and they talked about it in school today, and they kind of explained to him what happened and the sacrifices people made and everything. So it was interesting that they didn't candy coat it for him. They talked about it today. So, and I think today was the first day my son John really realized the magnitude of what happened and everything. So
yeah, it's
interesting.
It's so unfortunate.
It is crazy. I mean, I was speaking to some of my former work colleagues, and being that I'm in sort of the history profession, we talk about dates a lot. We remember those dates, and you are always going to remember the date 9/11. You're always going to remember. I don't care what people say. You're going to remember 2020. 20 years, 30 years, 40 years down the line, you're going to remember 2020. You remember. I don't know about for me. I remember 79 AD, where Mount Vesuvius erupted, destroying Pompeii. Like, you remember all these dates, these important dates. You remember, World War II dates and all these things. Like 1971, when, Magic Kingdom and Walt Disney World opened, 1955, 1901. Like, those dates can just come back to you, and whatever are so important to you as a person, whether it's good or bad. Like, everyone, like 50 years down the line, unfortunately, is going to remember 2020. I don't remember what happened in 2004 or 2013, but everyone's going to remember what happened in 2020. And it's sad, but that's the reality of it.
Yeah, definitely.
It's horrible, but it's true.
That's a good point there.
I was 3 at the time when it happened, and I personally don't remember much. I remember my mom telling me that she had a job in a kind of like a preschool type thing, and so I was there with her, and my dad was working from his office, and we were in Georgia at the time. Yep, we were in Georgia. We live in Georgia now, but so I remember my mom telling me that he called my mom, and they were both watching the news and everything, and they had to shut down the preschool early because they were afraid of just attacks nationwide on like everything shut down.
Yeah, you didn't know.
My dad had to come home from his job. It was just shock. Like I'm with Dan. I'm like, I wish I was a little bit older to realize how large scale of everything that happened at the time. Like now I fully understand it. I'm like sad about it all, but yeah, man, it's just
the world
insane.
Changed that day, definitely.
The world really did change that day. Like, just airport security in general, like, so much changed. And like Dan was saying, there was no social media. I'm personally glad there was no social media at the time.
Yeah.
Because you would have had mixed opinions, just idiots on the internet.
Yeah.
Making jokes and all that. And I hate that so much. Yeah, my dad's uncle, my great uncle, he actually watched them fall from a mountaintop. Him and his wife heard about the attacks. They had a mountain like a mile away from their house. They were like right across from the city in Hoboken. So they basically literally just watched it happen.
Yeah,
it's just sad.
I have another guest here, my man, the great Marco. How's it going, buddy?
Marco,
hello. How are we all doing today?
Good.
Doing good.
I'd have you do me, but it's just maybe not that.
Oh no, it's not appropriate, is it? I'm just listening to what you guys have been saying, and you're absolutely right. I mean, 9/11. Yeah, the attacks happened in America, but it was a global thing. Everybody was affected. I mean, Dan was saying as well, we were really affected in the UK by it. Obviously, not directly, but just seeing those pictures. You can't help but cry. Even now, we're nearly 20 years on.
Yeah.
And when I see the pictures, I have to close my eyes when I see the plane going towards the tower.
Yeah.
I don't. It's not something I need to see, but I can just close my eyes and it's there, and it's still very raw. It's still very real. So, the whole world, I think, united. I know, America saw it as an attack on America. It was an attack on all of us. It was it's a strange time. I mean, I was fortunate. I was kind of old enough to kind of comprehend it. I would have been 21 at the time. So I was at university. So I was able to kind of understand it, but at the same time, kind of not really believe it. I think that the day it happened, I wasn't actually at university that day. I was at home. So I was just having my lunch and I was watching BBC and some sort of lunchtime soap opera had finished. I was waiting for Diagnosis Murder to come on. So I was really excited because I like a bit of that. So I was waiting for that. And the previous program finished and the BBC did the trailers. And then all of a sudden it just cut to a tower with smoke coming out of it. And I thought, oh, this is the start of Diagnosis Murder. And then a few seconds later, there was no audio. It was just this image. I'm thinking, oh, there's something wrong here. The BBC have muted it by mistake. And then after it had been on for like 30 seconds, a minute, I'm like, hang on, this isn't Diagnosis Murder. This is something else. What's going on? And then a couple of minutes after that, they then brought in the BBC News kind of commentary. And at that time, we just thought, it's just a plane's gone into the tower. It's a light aircraft. That's kind of it. It's like, oh, okay, fine. The cancelled diagnosis murder for this. I'm a bit annoyed at first. But then obviously as it unfolds and when you see the second plane go in, it's just like, oh,
when the first plane hit, it was an accident.
This is it. It was an accident. It was a big plane. It was just a light plane, sightseeing plane had just gone in, because it does happen. Occasionally you get helicopters that go into buildings. I just thought it was that. So I thought, why is the BBC breaking away from the normal program for this? But then, of course, it quickly became apparent that it was more than just that. And my dad, actually, he's retired now, but he's an air traffic controller all his life. And he was at work that day. He worked at Manchester International Airport. So he didn't know anything about this. So I was on the phone to him to say, Dad, this has happened in New York. Because, not only did this affect all US airspace, and I was just talking about the no planes in the sky, it affected the whole of the UK as well. I mean, we did a ground stop in the whole of the UK just as a precaution because nobody knew how big this was. They thought there could be planes coming across the Atlantic with suicide bombers in. So, it was a crazy, crazy day. But it's one of these things. Once I tuned in, I didn't stop watching the TV. This must have been about 2:00 in the afternoon UK time. I was still watching the news, TV. It's 2:00 the following morning. I just fixed to it, engrossed. What else is going to happen here?
Yeah,
so, it's one of those things. You always remember where you were when that happened. Yeah, totally. It's a life-changing event, even for people just watching it. So we stand by everyone in America on this. We really do. Yeah, this is a global thing. It's not just America's fight against terrorism. These people that committed that, they don't care whether you're American or British or whatever. They just want to cause maximum destruction. So, we and everybody are behind all you guys in America on this.
Yeah, I've actually visited all three of the memorial sites. Well, technically two, but I visited North Tower, South Tower, and the Pentagon. I know we don't mention it a lot, but the Pentagon was also hit. The White House was also a target.
I was going to bring that point up. My son learned that too today. That there was four.
Also Pennsylvania.
Yeah, Pennsylvania.
Yeah, I'm these brave heroes that were on that one flight who stopped the hijacking from going to the White House. They basically fought back. How much in that? How much in you does that? How much does that take in you to rise up as a group and try and stop a hijacking, and then end up knowing you're gonna perish, but still try and stop a hijacking? It's just it's emotional, but it's also empowering.
I think especially back then. I mean, if that was to happen today, I think more people would rise up knowing what could happen. Well, back then in that time, if somebody hijacked a plane, normally they would, fly me to Libya or whatever and land safely. Back then it wasn't hijack a plane and use it as a bomb. So for them, like you say, the people in 1993 to actually gain the courage to think, it's worth risking trying to take back this plane. It's just incredible. And people are saying, the movie, the 1993 movie, it's a very powerful movie. Really is.
I was just waking up. Of course, the West Coast, it was still before 7:00 in the morning. And I was just waking up to get ready for work. Ben was getting ready. He came into my room and said, turn on the TV, turn it on now. So we went in, I turned it on, and I saw the smoke coming out of the one tower. And then within 5 minutes, the second plane came in and hit the second tower. But the news broadcast I was watching thought they were watching a replay of the first tower until they realized we haven't cut away to anything. We are live.
Yeah.
So the whole thing was broadcast live, not just nationally. This was an international broadcast. Everyone around the world saw this at the same time. So it was just so shocking and abhorrent that we saw this all happen at the same time. I didn't go to work that day. It was actually Doug did. It was a choice at that point. So I took a sick day and said, mentally I couldn't do it. So I just kind of chilled all day long. And then that night I had a hockey practice to go to. And so I thought, you know what, I'm just going to go ahead and do it. So I met up with my team. We had rented an ice rink nearby. And I had never heard it so quiet in the Bay Area. It was eerily quiet that night. And then as we finished our ice practice, we went out to the parking lot and we looked up and we saw one lone plane flying probably at about 50,000 feet. And we knew it was a reconnaissance plane, just checking airspace, making sure things were okay, because everything else was grounded.
There's a lot of people from California on those planes. So we have memorials in San Ramon. There's the one guy from Flat 93 who was the main guy. His name is Burnett. He was the one that led to get the plane down with another guy, because we found that all out after the commission years later. But it was two of the same. One was in San Ramon and the other one was in San Francisco, because those are eastbound planes.
Yeah.
Our West Coast planes leaving from the East Coast. So it kind of affected us and freaked us all out here because there was a lot of California residents.
It shut down air traffic all over the world, too, for a few days. You remember that the Imagineers were in Tokyo for Tokyo Disney Sea's opening, and they were stuck in Tokyo for a few extra days.
And then I was with some Imagineers, like I said, for the Haunted Mansion holiday event that just premiered in 2001 at Disneyland. I went to the media premiere event, and I was hanging out with some Imagineers who helped design Soarin' Over California, or Soarin'. And they were talking about how they were for the opening of Tokyo Disney Sea, and that they couldn't leave because they were stuck there, and they were treated like royalty. They were just comped everything. They just stayed there. Everybody was very sullen. The stories to hear, because when everybody went to Tokyo Disney Sea for the opening, they couldn't fly back after the opening ceremony. And then they flew back, and they were only home for like a week or so. And then we were at the Haunted Mansion holiday event, and that sucker is now, this is its night, what would have been
its 20th time.
Its 20th holiday season. And the Haunted Mansion holiday, if anybody's ever seen it, is one of the best overlays. Well, it's tied to number one with the Small World holiday. Disneyland has their holidays down. It was just a weird 2001. I was driving back alone in my car away from the event, and then on the radio they broke it in and said we were just we're bombing, because this was in the middle of October of that year, that we just now invaded and we were going after Afghanistan to retaliate for 9/11. So I was like literally freaking out in the car, kind of sobbing, because here I'm trying to get home and all of this is happening live after I just celebrated something amazing, of course, at Disneyland. It was just a weird time, everybody. It was just weird. And then we had the Great Recession, which if you live through that, which we can experience it. And then this pandemic. It's like this century is the gift that keeps on giving. Yeah, it's bizarre. So, but hi, everybody.
No, it's all right.
Yeah, cookie.
You know, it's weird too. Like we talk about this, and it's weird because YouTube actually picks up anytime you talk about 9/11 or you talk about the World Trade Center or anything. I had a lot of issues with my video I put out when I first put it out, and I kind of retitled stuff and everything. And you'll see, I didn't even title World Trade Center or anything in here. And it's weird. They pick up the algorithm. So maybe not the best stream to do when you're trying to, grow your channel, but it is what it is. So.
It needed to be talked about, though.
Yeah,
Definitely.
Yeah.
Well, hi, everyone.
A lot of people are talking deep stuff. I don't know. We'll switch topics here. So,
well, someone mentioned over there. I saw someone in the stream here. They were talking about that they shouldn't theme Splash Mountain to Princess of the Frog. That they should do the Western River expansion because it doesn't work at Magic Kingdom because of where it's placed. And
go for it, Arnie.
I will say at Disneyland, this theme will work out beautifully. And that's because Princess of the Frog takes place in New Orleans. Splash Mountain is built right next to New Orleans Square. So it just flows so nicely there. The theming will be just wonderful, going from New Orleans Square right next to the Haunted Mansion. And then suddenly you've got this mountain.
It would be absolutely phenomenal at Disneyland. They even want to open up, again, rumors, who knows, but Tiana's Place, a little restaurant. They can retheme one of them because there's amazing restaurants in New Orleans Square. So that would be even more spectacular.
think that'd be kind of cool. Yeah, I think Anthony, it's a topic he likes to bring up and everything. So, what do you guys think?
Don't get me started.
Yeah, I was about to say I already did my discussion on Dave's stream about it. With
Happy
me,
birthday.
Carlos, and Dave, and
Welcome to the stream.
Avery.
Thank you so much. One sec. Go ahead, Dan. Give me the
Super chat.
Thank you so much, Candy Mom. $1.99 super chat. Happy birthday. 6 days.
Happy birthday.
So, now's the time to say it because in 6 days it'll be the day after your birthday. But happy birthday, Candy Mom. Thank you so much for coming today. I appreciate it. So sorry.
All right, everybody. I actually got to get running.
All right, brother.
My girlfriend's
Go,
about to go over here. My dad's my dad's playing a gig tonight. So yep, we're gonna make some dinner and have some fun. So I will see everybody later.
Fantastic viewers. Check them out.
Nice talking again.
Good talk.
All right.
See ya.
Bye, everybody.
Bye,
And
Randall.
always
Bye.
remember, never forget
Yeah.
September 11th, 2001.
Yeah.
All right. Goodbye, everybody.
Bye.
See ya.
Ooh, and then there's us. So let me put Dan on the bottom because that upsets him. So.
You know what?
I put me
Is-
down here.
You know what? It's totally fine because I feel like Marco deserves to be on the top shelf.
Because he's
He
the
is that
great
much of a
Marco.
legend.
There you go. I put I've never been on the bottom. I
It's
feel
like a good
I feel-
vodka.
feel
You
weird.
want to talk about it.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
So.
You
Was
know
there any
what?
other-
I was going to rant about
What's that?
Splash Mountain, but I don't think I even have the energy.
Hey, Grace.
Well, the thing is, I mean, is the re-theme definitely going ahead? Because obviously, it's definitely happening.
Oh yeah.
Because I know, obviously, like they're going to do a refurb of Spaceship Earth, and that's been kind of postponed. And like the Mary Poppins ride's been postponed, and everything at the moment they're just sort of postponing one thing after another. So, are we kind of? Do we have timescales
Well,
on
it's
this?
weird.
or is it just kind of-
They announced it during the pandemic, which is it wasn't announced like in March or February or not even March, but
No,
January, February, so
June that they announced. Isn't it June, July?
something like that. Yeah,
They announced it as soon as everything started kicking off with the Black Lives Matter thing. So, a lot of people were like, "Oh, this is just a public move by Disney," and they read all the petitions and all that kind of stuff. It's just to keep people happy. And I'm like, to be honest, if you really think about it, the amount of work they've already done for it, they didn't plan this in a week. They seriously sat down and did all the sketch work for it, and I feel like they've had it in the works for a long time.
It had been in the works for over a year.
Yeah, it did. And I think it was a good time to announce it by Disney. I think that was very well done. My problem is that I am all for a Tiana or Princess and the Frog attraction. I love the movie. I love the music. I love the characters. I love everything about it. But and replace Splash Mountain. I'm totally cool with replacing Splash Mountain. If you really, really want to, get rid of the Song of the South, if that's what Disney's goal is, then fine. But those two should never mix. Because if you replace it with Princess and the Frog, you might as well rip up the whole of Frontierland. Because it just doesn't make sense. For me, if you put something like a Pocahontas themed there, because that is set in the Great Frontier, like that is, what the whole film is kind of about. And then put Tiana somewhere else in maybe Fantasyland, that I can see. But you might as well just get rid of Big Thunder. You might as well get rid of Country Bears. You might as well get rid of, Pecos Bill and Tom Sawyer. It just doesn't make any sense.
That's why the theming at Magic Kingdom is going to be tough compared to what it is at Disneyland.
In Disneyland, it makes sense. Like you said, Arnie, it's next to the Haunted Mansion and it's next to Liberty Square. Just expand not Liberty Square, New Orleans Square.
Yes.
Just expand it. That's why I don't know. Oh, here come the gloves.
I
He's
have
got
the
the
gloves. Okay. So because of the pandemic, I love estate sales and they've all kind of seized up. Well, there was one that popped up and we had to go cruise out to the Central County. And I said, hey, they say they have some Disney stuff. Let's go haunt them. And so I'm rummaging through it. It's extremely hot.
When was this?
About a month and a half, 2 months ago.
Oh, okay.
Ago. So I'm rummaging through this box, and he's like, I want to go. I'm hot. I'm up. I'm like, I have to look through everything. I'll show another thing I got, which was amazing. But I was going through this box, and in this box is a Disney records of this. I freaked out.
I love that.
And
and it is in actually good condition. I guess the kids, they kind of had a little coloring thing, but the record is here in perfect condition.
Yeah, the Disneyland record is still there.
The Disneyland record is right here.
I used to have a ton of those, by the way, and I don't think I had that one, but I had one of them. Though.
I flipped out. I'm like, grab it. And I didn't think of it, but I'm like, this was one of the little gems because actually, we just found out about Splash Mountain like a week or two ago, and then I see this. I grabbed this so quick and got to the car because I thought they were going to change their mind. No, I don't want to sell it. It's a beauty. It's the book. I mean, it's the whole book of.
It's very cool.
Tar Baby, and so we were wanting to do the show and tell. So yeah, we have this as our part of our collection.
Very cool.
You guys been enjoying that since we're bringing it up. Yeah, what were we watching? And I just something about IPs, intellectual properties. Just watched them a couple
there
days.
You go.
I will never ever get rid of this.
It's the British version too.
Yeah, it's got the U.
Yeah.
U.
Seen it on there.
On my DVD someplace.
Yeah, we have.
I have it on DVD. I have it on a Laserdisc.
Well, it's on Laserdisc. It never released on DVD officially.
Yeah,
Well,
never was.
Just say
I have a bootleg of it on DVD, but I do have the official Laserdisc too.
Yeah, we can think what we want, but Disney's, I guess, force feeding stuff that the guests want. The guests want to live and immerse into these movies. How much we love, motion, energy, emotion, horizons. That is all just cool and clean and different. It's just they won't do that. Hi, Grace. So, give it to what it is. A lot of people don't understand it, but we're going through a very tumultuous time, and I know it's all around the U.S. This whole
who said theme it after the Apple Dumpling Gang? That I liked that idea.
That's a great idea.
In Walt Disney World. Yeah, when they plop something out, it's like California Adventure. It's not that I have a problem with it. It's
Super
one of my favorite parts.
That's a good idea.
But it's not California. It's Pixar land. Pretty much, it's just bizarre. So, but we're going to buy the stuff and still go to the parks.
I mean, now that I saw it last week, I want Space Mountain to be replaced with the Cat from Outer Space. That movie, we did it for our movie review. Oh my gosh, it took me 3 days to finish it.
That good.
I normally I can get through a film no problem. It took me 3 days to get through this movie.
We had a Freaky Friday marathon the other day, so the same kind of realm. So.
Okay, I'll be honest with you. We did the Disney Plus movie club with the Cat from Outer Space, and we watched it because we were discussing it on the show.
Duck's face.
It was oh my God! Disney could not do a movie or a live action to save their life. It was painfully horrid to watch. Yeah. And there's a gem on Disney Plus. In 1977, the Musketeers or go to Walt Disney World. Whoever found this copy probably found a home copy of it, digitized it, didn't take out the commercials for chicken nuggets, and
it's great. You watch this video it's on Disney Plus.
On Disney with the commercials.
It's the commercials. You see a commercial for Shake and Bake.
What is it? Rewind.
And they do River Country. The kids can't act. The singing is wretched, but just watching that hour is the best thing you'll ever see. It's on Disney Plus.
It's the Musketeers at Walt Disney World.
Oh, I got to see that.
Yeah, just do a search for the Musketeers at Walt Disney World. It's a special from 1977. I think it's just a digital transfer from a VHS copy that someone had from the World of Disney, and they just threw it up on Disney Plus.
The costumes. It's a wonderful thing to do. It's painful. They're not really in the park that much.
Remember, this
kind
was
of bizarre.
These are the Musketeers from the 70s. So one of them is Lisa Welchel, who went on to be in The Facts of Life.
Yeah.
Blair,
Watch it. Great entertainment. But how it is, it's so off brand.
It's so dreadful. It's wonderful.
It was the best night we had.
I just want to warn you, Arnie and Doug. As soon as I pick the computer wore tennis shoes from this box, you guys are getting an invite for the movie review.
Talk about that one.
Yeah, we already watched that one too.
Yeah, we
watched it the same day.
Yeah. It was so yeah. We have to talk
I
about
was
that
freezing, and I was like, "Look, that's wrong." And it's like that's the Disney Studios. We're going through all because we know LA and Burbank really well. We know the signs, the street signs. It's like, oh yeah, we've driven down that street. Totally not related. It is horrid. It's just so cool.
Movies, yeah. Cindy wants to know: is Rob always had? I had the little off topic here. Rob always have nice hair. Thank you so much, Cindy. You know, I'm blessed with good hair. My dad's blessed with good hair. My brother's blessed with. I was actually looking at his hair, like, because he's old. He's at his older age. He's up there at his age, and it still looks good. My dad. So I think I get my good hair from my dad. So sorry to interrupt.
Stop making Marco jealous, for God's sake.
Yeah.
Sorry, Marco.
Send some of it my way, Rob. I'll have some of it.
Take care, Morty. We're gonna get Morty on the show one of these days.
Yeah.
So it's awesome. He's
Does
back.
anyone
Avery's
from
here.
Talk? It's more
Rob, if you want a theme for your show, tell everyone to go dig into the depths of Disney Plus to find some gems to share with people.
Yeah.
I mean, sure, Disney pushes it out there. You see, Muppets Now is there. The Mandalorian is there. But you certainly do not know that the Musketeers at Walt Disney World is there.
That's crazy. Can I make a point here? And I think I told Dan this and everything. You're looking at these movies with Facebook and Twitter, Instagram, social media, the computer, the technology. I can pick up and talk to Dan lives, 8 hours away from me. I can talk to him in a second, Then things were so, and I think Arnie and Doug's brought up this point too. It was so much simpler then. The world was so different then. So you got to kind of think about it. That's where the world was when they made these movies. So who the heck knows? I don't know. So, but I'll tell you what, though, I agree with you. Like, I can't watch these 70s movies anymore. I've watched one or two of them. I just can't do it. So,
but by the way, Rob, just let you know, today is the 10th month anniversary of Disney Plus.
No.
Not for me. Not for me.
Not for us.
Not for the rest of the world. For us, yeah.
It launched here and in the Netherlands on
November 11th. We watched Clueless a couple days ago. And it was a 1995 film, dead in the 90s. And it is quintessential American angst, high school silliness of 1995. And we talked about how they just were getting flip-flops, and they were having it in this movie. And saggy pants, the sagging of the pants just came out in the early mid-90s.
Greasy hair,
the greasy hair that started the grunge started happening.
that I just rolled out of bed look.
Yeah. And I'm like, look at that time, look at the movies, look how we acted, look how simpler it was. Now look what we have. And then the late 90s was Columbine, which is not to talk about the great high school, when you're in school and shootings and 9/11. We actually talked about this exact thing we're talking today, how the age of innocence, how the best time I feel like of our life was in the 80s and early 90s. After that, I feel like everything has just gone down the pot. I don't know. This is bizarre.
At least like we're starting a new decade where everybody's wearing a similar fashion. And those are face masks. I feel proud of myself when I see like Tom Hanks or Tiger Woods wear the same face mask as I do. Like I feel achieved. Those blue like masks, the medical mask. I'm just like, yep, I made it because I'm wearing the same mask as you. There you go.
Too fun.
That's the 2020 style right there.
It was funny. Me and Dan were talking about, or 2 weeks ago, we're talking about our Disney Plus, our playlist and everything. We're going through it and everything. So last night they had a category in Disney Plus. It was like, what was it? It was And I think this is actually the category. I think, and it was funny because Dan did a review on Splash. Splash was in there. Turner and Hooch, like a lot of like the like that era of movies too. And I was like, you know what? I think Willow was in there.
Yeah,
a bunch of movies were just in there, and I literally just went right through them. I want to like I think I can handle those movies. You know, like 90s, like you said, Doug, 90s. You know, I don't know.
I've deliberately put the Unidentified Flying Oddball on my watch list because it has a funny name.
Have you watched it yet?
I've not seen. I've got to watch both Lion King films before Sunday.
Okay, for me personally, the Unidentified Flying Oddball is an unfortunate name, but for its time, it was a delightful film.
Yeah, wasn't.
But if you guys like it, I'm all in because you guys know your stuff. So
I like Flubber. I liked what's that actor's name was in Flubber and
Fred Curry.
I liked a lot of his movies. I thought he was really good. So
The Absent-Minded Professor.
Yeah, all those movies.
Oh, I need to see that again.
But yeah, it was the 80s into the early 90s. It wasn't until the late 90s everything got super computerized special effects.
Very complicated.
And
Carlos is late.
Carlos.
Hello, everybody.
Carlos, we were talking your topic. I said you had to get here. We were talking Splash Mountain. You missed it.
Yeah, Carlos, you got to keep it G-rated now.
That ship is sailed. Yeah.
I'm actually, you know what? I explained to Rob what was going on, so you guys know where it was. But now I'm getting ready to head out too to have dinner with the Do Philly crew. So
good.
But you said I had to come on, so I'm like, you know what? Well, I'll put my shoes on, and the wife's getting ready. I can throw my headphones on and do this for the recliner. So, Splash Mountain. What do you want to know? You want me to rant?
No, don't get started.
Topics is done. So when I
all
told
right.
I said this is perfect.
Most obscure Disney film you've watched on Disney Plus, and you can't say like Wreck-It Ralph, Carlos. It's got to be like a proper weird movie like you've never heard of.
I haven't watched anything. What I've watched on Disney Plus, we've all either watched or heard of.
Frozen 2.
I still haven't watched Frozen 1. Why would I watch Frozen 2?
Can't even put on a Marvel film. Come on.
Yeah, that's probably for me obscure movies on Disney Plus. Yeah, it's got to be Marvel, and that was the Avengers or Captain America. That's what I saw on it.
Have you heard of the film? What was the film we just the Undisclosed Flying Oddball?
No,
Unidentified Flying.
Unidentified Flying Oddball.
I've never seen that either. So.
that sounds like a few people I know, but that's not a movie I've seen.
You know, to be honest, Disney actually changed the name at one point when it went into circulation for like television.
What was it called?
It was then called A U.S. Astronaut in King Arthur's Court.
Oh, you know what I've seen on Disney Plus? The obscure. It's not obscure. I mean, we also heard as children. Flight of the Navigator.
Yeah. Oh, that's a good
I
one.
missed Flight of the Navigator when I was a child. I enjoyed it, I'm saying, but I missed it. You know, it never came on TV that much. So when it was on, when Disney Plus came out, you know, that was one of the movies we actually did watch. My kids were like, "What is this?"
All I hear is Pee Wee Herman saying compliance. So
Yeah.
There's four things I'm still missing from Disney Plus. Where's Onward is not on in the UK Disney Plus yet.
Oh, really?
For some reason.
Really? Okay.
I get my bucket today.
Go ahead, Dan.
I was like, what?
All right, so no Onward. Sorry.
No Onward. No. Do you
Just
remember the
lost
show
myself.
The House of Mouse?
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
Not on yet.
We don't have that.
Not on yet. These are really retro. I'm sure, Arnie. Summer Magic.
Oh, it's not there. No, it's not.
No.
What's
And-
Summer Magic?
It's basically like all the mainstream USA references are in that movie.
Yeah.
Like Osh Poppin', and it's a great movie. And where's Condor Man?
It's not there.
I
Where's-
wonder if Michael Crawford has some kind of an agreement with Disney that will never air.
Bet you he does.
Maybe. Carlos, you gotta go. It looks like
No, I'm just trying to shut the TV.
He's just
off
like,
too.
what is Dan talking about? All I can think about is my bucket.
Well, you said Onward. I'm like, Meredith's bringing my Onward bucket that I asked for. So,
But when you say out of the blue, "Oh, I'm getting my bucket," it's just like it's like, oh, I'm gonna go get my pencil.
Nice, Marco. What have you been watching on Disney Plus?
So I've been watching mainly the documentaries, the Imagineering ones.
Yeah,
I've not watched an awful lot of movies on there yet, but the Disney documentaries, the original content really is kind of what I'm enjoying on Disney Plus. I know my wife's more into kind of the Frozen type movies and things like that. I mean, I've favorited some of those old movies that we just mentioned, like Willow, and Splash, and things like that. But my wife's just not interested. She's never seen them. She's not that bothered by them. She's more interested in the Frozen stuff, But it's just different generations. I mean, I guess that's the good thing about Disney Plus is that, there is things there for the kids and the younger generation, but there's things there for kind of us guys who have been around like, in the 70s, 80s. So, yeah, I mean, as Dan says, it's a bit of a shame that we don't get the full lineup of programs that you guys get on Disney Plus over there. Now, maybe that's just a case of we will eventually get it, or I think it's a licensing thing. Yeah, I hope so as well.
I haven't seen it yet.
Yeah. So I think, we've got like the yearly subscription for this year. Will we renew it again next year? I don't know. I guess it depends on how much kind of more original stuff Disney put out, really. I mean, yes, it's great and there's a lot of stuff on there, but once you've watched it all, how much new stuff is coming through in the pipeline. Do you know what I mean?
I am watching it all, literally. I've got every single thing in
How
here.
did you make up that list, Dan? I forgot to ask you.
How did I what?
How'd you make up that list?
I wrote for hours and hours and hours of every single thing on Disney Plus. I put it into this box.
Wow.
And I'm not talking about like, Pirates of the Caribbean. I literally put Pirates 1, Pirates 2, Pirates 3. Like literally every single thing. And every time they add stuff, like I've got to add to it. Like it's just that's going to take me. That's more than like 2 years worth right there.
That's a lot of content.
It's a lot of content and a lot, and I'm sure by the end of it, Walt is probably going to kill me.
Has anybody seen the Howard Ashman documentary yet?
I haven't seen it yet.
So good.
Yeah, it's really good. I highly recommend it.
Their original content has been amazing. Like prop culture was great. I'm so looking forward to this behind the scenes Animal Kingdom series on National Geographic. Imagineering story is just it's incredible.
We did watch this the other night. I was a little disappointed. It was not good. So
what is that?
It's a new TV show. Earth to Ned. Yeah, it's like a 22-minute talk show, and it's a Muppet thing, and he's an alien. He's a Jim Henson Muppet, but it's not that great.
He looks like Sonny Eclipse's
he looks amazing
garage like brother.
Yeah, he looks so cool. But like that was the first guest. It was Andy Richter. Like if they had good guests, maybe it would be good.
Marco and I like who?
Yeah,
the second guest. He is Conan O'Brien's sidekick, and the second guest I don't even know who she was. She was
again with Conan O'Brien. Who?
Yeah, I know him. He's the ginger presenter, isn't he?
Yes, he is.
Guys, I gotta go. I appreciate it. I appreciate you having me on.
Say hi to Ron Meredith.
Say hi to
live
for me.
Tuesdays at 4:00, right?
Yes, sir. And
I finally got it. So I just lost a subscriber. But
tomorrow,
and Saturday at 9 a.m. Tomorrow, I'm interviewing the Great British Mickey Waffle podcasters out of the UK.
I like those guys.
So we'll be checking that out.
All right, say hi to
guys.
I
will.
They're awesome.
Thanks for having me on, man.
All right, brother. Take care, man.
Say hi to them for us.
I will. You got it.
All right, cool. Bye, bud.
Seriously, he's only seen like a few Marvel films, and
I thought he was going through the whole thing that you gave him. What happened?
Yeah, I don't know. He got to like, I don't know, 7th film and gave up. I'm just like, dude, you watch all of them and then get to Avengers Endgame, it'll be like the best thing you've ever experienced.
Said, still waiting for Walt Goes to the World's Fair. I love like those. I don't know if you saw like those DVDs. They were like tin box DVDs about all Walt and stuff like that.
Walt Disney Treasures.
Yeah. All that stuff. So some of it's on. Isn't some of it on there, Arnie?
Some of it is, but I really wish they had more of a complete collection of Mickey Mouse, Donald Duck, and Goofy. They just don't have all their cartoons.
I think they'll get there though. So
did you guys see the Chadwick Boseman tribute thing?
I have not. So
I haven't seen it yet, but obviously I'm gonna.
The day he passed, they put it on, or the next day it was on live.
Yeah,
and they did that. So,
how do you work over there in the US with Mulan? How has Disney Plus handled that? Because over here, there's been quite a bit of trouble over here because obviously our cinemas and stuff have been closed because of COVID, and they were starting to reopen. And then Disney made a decision that no, they're not going to release it in cinemas. It's just going to be on Disney Plus. And so the cinemas have kind of been falling out a bit with Disney to say, we need this movie to get people back into the cinemas. I'm just wondering how it works over in the US. Did they release it on Disney Plus only, or?
Last weekend it started. It was made available last weekend for the first time, and apparently it was purchased by about 1.2 million accounts.
Wow.
So
at $30 a pop.
That's a significant first weekend purchase for that.
Yeah.
I didn't know the stat.
Wow.
Dan, how'd you like it, Dan? Dan did not like it, he told me.
So with that in mind then, if it did so well in the States, do you think this is the way that Disney are going to go then? Do you think they're going to release less and less in theaters and more?
I don't think so. I think what they did this as an experiment. Now I remember they released Onward to the American Disney Plus just because it had been in the theater, and then all theaters closed. So they wanted to make sure that people saw it. I thought it was a great little film. I really liked it, but I don't think that that's going to be the norm. I think they will continue using theaters for.
That's where they make their money. So
yeah, it is.
They make $1 billion. They didn't make $1 billion off Milan. So
the one thing about that though is that $30+ million that they made that weekend is all theirs. They don't have to share any of the revenue with anybody.
So that's the thing. So
that's the
yeah. Well, I was talking to a friend of mine. Actually, no, my closest friend. He works in the business. He's a director. He's an editor. He's upcoming. He does short films, and it's not Adam. Don't worry. No offense to Adam. Love you, brother. He was talking about that the way Mulan is almost like a revolutionary film, because what Disney can do is see how well they're selling the film, and then what he predicts is that studios themselves will just start putting up theaters for their film. So instead of having like a cinema for, a Disney film, a Paramount film, a Universal film, and a Warner Brothers film, whatever, there will just be a movie theater for Disney films. So that all properties and all money going to that movie theater goes straight to Disney or Warner Brothers or whoever. So that's
how come they've never done that before? That's genius.
They have actually.
Oh.
They have.
Have you ever heard of the Fox Theater?
Mm-hmm.
Those were built by Fox initially,
Fox, okay.
and they used to run Fox films. But I don't remember what the circumstances were, but there's something to do with monopolies, and so they broke it up. They said, no, you cannot own the theater as well as the movie that you're putting in that theater.
Well, was Pantages in LA, is that just Disney movies?
No. It would be the El Capitan.
Or El Capitan, yeah.
I think the El Capitan is not owned by Disney. It's a separate company that owns it. They happen to show all Disney films, and then Disney, I guess, runs the theater, but they don't own it.
Interesting. All right, guys. Any other last points?
I won't talk about Mulan.
Is that in the box, Dan?
Dan, we can talk about it offline.
Okay.
So.
I didn't like it. So
I hated it.
So, Super Fluffy Yeti, the best name ever. Studios aren't allowed to own movie theaters in the States.
Yeah, it was a monopoly thing. It was a monopoly issue.
Okay. But whose issue was that? Was it the government's or?
Oh, yeah.
Good. All right, guys. I'm a genius. I forgot to plug in my laptop. So believe it or not, I have 10% battery left. So I do not want to go on a bad note here. My computer died. I apologize. So we're over an hour anyway. Thank you guys so much. Dan, please give a little promotion for your amazing channel, Disney Dan, almost to 2,000 subscribers.
Yeah.
In a minute or less, because my battery's going to die real soon.
Okay, all right. So Disney Fiasco, episode 106, tomorrow, 7 p.m. Eastern on my channel. We'll talk about favorite water attractions at Walt Disney World. So Disney rides, attractions that feature water is kind of cool, or water, as our American cousins say. And then Disney movie review on Sunday, 6 p.m. Walt and I will be reviewing The Lion King, both the animation and the live action. We have a special guest for that. So come and check that out. That'll be a lot of fun. And then a vlog next week. That will either be a Disney Pin updated collection video or my Disney book library collection, which is kind of unnecessarily big, but I love it. And I keep collecting books because it's amazing. So that's it. Oh, Twitter and Instagram. There you go.
Oops, I was going to remove you instead of put you up.
You can remove me. It's fine.
Not you. Pepper Tree Villa.
Okay.
Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook. You'll find us at Pepper Tree Villa. Our most recent video was uploaded yesterday. Go check it out. Ben did his Life with Ben weekly episode 66. It's called Hors d'oeuvres and a Side of Hot Flashes.
I love that name.
That is awesome. You guys are so funny. And of course, the greatest Marco of all. Marco, my man. Go check him.
Yeah, that's my link there.
I want to talk to you about fireworks one day. I was thinking about this the other day.
Yeah. So yes, I'm currently choreographing some Disney-related fireworks, which I'm going to let off in my backyard later this year and film it to put it on my channel. So I'm really excited about that.
I'm excited. Well, thank you, Marco, for coming too. I appreciate it. Of
course.
You're welcome. Thank you to Brandon, and thank you to Carlos for stopping in too. And of course, I am RobFuz, my website that I don't really update much, but robfuz.com. I am on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter, and of course, YouTube. And here's my channel on YouTube. You can subscribe to my channel. Thank you guys so much. Thank you to my sponsors and my partner channels. They are all listed below. You guys are awesome. And thank you guys for tuning in. What did Candy Mom say? That I should follow Pepper Tree Villa? They seem like cool people. You should definitely check them out, Candy Mom. And Arnie just laughed. So they are great. So, all right, guys. Thank you so much for coming. Never forget 9/11. You know, it was good talking about it. I'm sure this is going to get flagged when it's done, but what are you going to do? It's something I wanted to talk about. So thanks. I appreciate you guys for talking about it. And I'll be back next week. By the way, I hit 3,000 subscribers after the last stream 2 weeks ago. So I didn't even get the chance to celebrate my 3,000 subscribers. Thank you guys so much for helping me get there. I think next week's to be my channel's 3,000 subscriber special fun event. You guys are invited, of course. I'm going to invite a bunch of guests and everything. And hopefully that next week, that's what we're going to do. So thank you guys so much. Have a great weekend. Never forget, 9/11. Have a great week, guys, and a weekend. Thank you so much. Take care. Thanks, guys, for coming. I appreciate it. Bye, guys. Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye, guys.